What's up guys, it's Boy here. I was thinking, there's so much buzz about open worlds and the endless possibilities in them that I feel that self-contained level design doesn't get as much love as it deserves. On YouTube, of course that's an exception, but I figure I'd add my piece to the puzzle. So today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite levels, Lady Boyle's Last Party, from the original Dishonored. Dishonored is a simple game. You have your powers that you can use to manipulate your enemies and the environment. You find yourself climbing up all these buildings, sneaking around guards, getting to better vantage points. You choke out guys, you stab guys, and just try to survive the plague-rotten city of Dunwall as you try to get your revenge. Now, one of the best things about Dishonored is that you don't feel bad about the terrible things you do to people because of how terrible they are. And normally, while this is shown in cutscene or by a character doing a horrible thing to someone in a violent way, Lady Boyle's Last Party shines above all else because it just shows how these people that have taken advantage of this corrupted society, these people that have stabbed each other in the back just to stay afloat, live, how they go about while everyone else is suffering. And through seeing them in their more docile state, you get an outlook into who these people really are, and it makes you hate them even more. A few examples of this would be having a party game while the rest of the city is literally rotting to death. Listening to the aristocrats talk about their sexual deviance and how they've tortured, raped, kidnapped, performed weird satanic rituals, all for the sake of appeasing this dark god thing. And generally just how sleazy the guys are and how equally sleazy the girls are as they talk about how exchanging sexual favors can benefit each other in an economic sense. Generally, they're just materialistic, shallow people that you feel no remorse for brutalizing. Now this mission starts strong because you're going out to kill the mistress of the guy that betrayed you. You're going after to kill your worst enemy's woman, and there's no lower blow, no blow that hurts more. And this dark god that everyone's trying to appease, the one who gave you your powers, who enjoys seeing you in your quest for revenge, tells you this is going to be Lady Boyle's last party, whether or not you kill her or let her go. So this already alludes to all the dark possibilities that this mission's going to open up for you, like all Dishonored missions do. Now I'm going to go ahead and say that one of my most favorite parts of the mission is one of the only non-violent parts of the mission where you can see the guest book and sign your name so that the guy you're after knows you're the one that took out his woman on this night at this party. Now that being said, his woman is a member of the Boyle triplets. All of them are wearing different costumes at this masquerade, so you need to figure out which one is which. Now this mission is spectacular because every time you play, it's randomized. Sometimes it'll be a certain sister in the red outfit, other times it'll be a different sister, and that sister will be put into the same red outfit while the other one that was originally in the red outfit is in a different outfit. It's crazy, it keeps this mission fresh. So anyways, one way you can go about this is by nicking the key off of this guard over here, disabling the electric wall like you just saw me do, sneak upstairs, take out the guards, peek into each of the sisters' diaries and figure out which one of them is getting banged by the Lord Regent. Also, each of the randomized sisters has their own individual personality, so once you identify your target, there's different ways to approach them. And speaking of the approaches, there are many. This mission here is where Dishonored's dialogue trees particularly shine because each of the sisters can be coerced into providing an opportunity to kill them, depending on their personality. For example, in this run-through of the mission, I was going after Esma. Esma likes sex. You can take advantage of this by proposing that she takes you up to her bedroom, which she will promptly do. This will be followed up by you simply walking with her, past all the guards, upstairs, getting into her room, and then sticking it right to her. Except not really in the way she was hoping. After this, all that's left for you to do is hop back out the door, walk out, leave, done. Or you could get into a duel with one of the aristocrats there, turn around, shoot him, then go back into the party and talk to this pervert who's in love with whichever Boyle it is during this randomization of the mission. He tells you that if you just deliver her to him, he'll take her off and lock her in a secret sex dungeon and you'll never have to worry about her again. So you go and you still sign your name on the guest ledger because you're an absolute savage. Then you go and you talk to another sister called Waverly, who isn't an nymphomaniac, but instead is absolutely paranoid. You convince her that you're here to save her life, a la Terminator style. You can then convince her to go into the basement, where you can either knock her out and deliver her to Pervy McPervert, or you could shred this bitch into a million pieces, pick up her mangled corpse, throw it at her lover, and slice his throat while he screams in agony. Like the bitch he is. So yeah, you got awesome dialogue trees, dynamic mission that changes depending on which sister is wearing what, multiple ways to go about figuring out who's who, an ambiguous moral choice that you can make, which Dishonored really keeps up with all of its missions, where you literally ponder, would it have just been more merciful to kill them? But anyways, I feel like this mission just showcases everything Dishonored does best simply because it includes that social stealth element and all of the systems in the game can shine. Not just the brilliant combat, not just the violent elements of the stealth, but the more so social elements of the stealth and the detective side to Dishonored, where you go around and you figure out who's who. This mission makes you feel like an absolute real assassin. It's Dishonored at its peak, and it's one of the best missions I have ever played. This has been Pliskin, over and out.